Hi, I'm Stephanie Taylor from Mrs. Ramirez's Mod E Morality class, and my subject is on bullying and how it can lead to suicide and even physical beating deaths. I want to start by talking about how back in around 6th and 7th grade is when America really promoted bullying really big, and there was news reports, there was posters all in my school. We had assemblies almost every month, and I remember on TV and movies they would have scenes that incorporated bullying, and it had become a really big thing. But now it's died out. We don't say much about bullying. I believe the last time I heard something about bullying and the effects my freshman year when I was brought into theater with one of my classes, and we listened to a video on how a young teen committed suicide from peers gossiping and bullying them. And then, in the moment you're like, wow, that's messed up. But then after that, you kind of go back to your regular lives. You don't even make change. A lot of times people don't even notice that they're bullying. A lot of people say stuff and they don't think it's a big deal. It's like a little joke. They don't think they were offensive, but to the receiver on the receiving end, kind of makes you evaluate yourself. And especially if a lot of people are saying it, you're kind of like, dang, something's wrong with me. And it can bring someone down and can make them do things they shouldn't be doing, make them cut themselves, overdose on drugs, make them hang themselves. And no one does anything about bullying. They just let stuff go on social media, especially. You just kind of pass it by, or you screenshot it and you send it to your friend, or you send it into that group message that you're in, and you're like, dang, they're in a fight, ooh, blah, blah, blah. And you kind of instigate it, but no one is lame, I quote, and says anything. I've never said anything. Because who says something? Kind of just let it go. You don't say anything. You just let people deal with their own problems. But when are we going to stop just letting things go? Especially as Christians, we're going to repeat what they did back in the old times before Jesus even was born, where they had the 12 tribes and they were divided, and they basically competed against each other. People fought for land, but Jesus came back and he taught a new way. He taught to love, and he taught that he was for everybody, and he taught that not to fight your enemy, but to love and to show kindness. And that's what we need to do. Like a scenario in Ohio when a young lady was actually beaten to death in the bathroom of her high school over a boy. A jealous girl came and attacked her, and while she was defending herself, her attacker actually brought in her friends, and her friends actually had pocket knives. And you're like, where is everybody? Oh, they're observing or they're recording. First of all, I believe recording a fight should be illegal. I think fighting, I know fighting is bullying. And if you want to be serious about bullying, recording it should not be okay. And then uploading should be an offense. You shouldn't be able to upload it at all either. That's like promoting it. And why do we just let people just fight? Why do we retweet fights on Twitter or like fights on Instagram or share fights on Facebook? Why do we let things go? Why do we promote these things? Why do we keep letting them go on? Why didn't those classmates, peers of that young lady step in? Why did they just videotape? If people would step in, we wouldn't lose lives. If people would speak up, we wouldn't lose lives. We can make a difference. We can make a difference as Jesus did when he was here and Peter cut the ear of the soldier, and Jesus put it right back on. That's how we should be. We should learn to be a positive generation because we are our future. And if we are our future, we're not going to do well like this. 4,400 attempts of suicide every day here in America. Suicide is the second most death of ages 10 to 24 here in America, which is really big. And no one's really saying anything about it. On the news, we just hear about people shooting and bank robbing, but we're not promoting anti-bullying. We're not showing that this is going on every day. We're not bringing awareness of it. And what we should do is make it just as important as teen drinking and driving, teen use of drugs, teen smoking. It should be just as important as those. When I watch my shows, my favorite shows, I see commercials about, smoking can cause this. Don't drink and drive, teens. Don't do drugs. Where's the bullying commercial? Where's to help prevent another suicide attempt? Barely. I haven't seen anything. You see an account on the news every once in a while, but people just, that's sad, and just blow it off. As our generation, this is happening to our peers. We need to be strong, and we need to learn how to step up. We need to learn how to save lives. You don't have to always be a doctor. You don't have to be a fireman. You don't have to be a police. You can just be someone who cares, someone who wants to make change. Someone who wants to be different. Someone who's not going to allow people to walk over someone else. Someone who's not going to allow people to become depressed of themselves because someone else gossiped about them or tore down their belief in their own selves. As our generation, we must make change, and we must teach each other to stop bullying, to stop doing whatever we're doing to put someone else down. We gotta be different.